Tonight we're going to talk about respite for Epilepsy Awareness Month. And the reason why that's related is the impact that epilepsy has had on Robert is that he needs more care. So I and my husband are his caregivers, and we do need respite. And we do take respite. Last year we went on a cruise, which was wonderful. And today we took just a few hours. We took him to a care facility just for the afternoon, which really wasn't long enough. So I recommend an overnight for respite. I was running around like mad trying to get errands done, so I didn't feel restful at all, which is frustrating, and that defeats the purpose of respite. But I did get a lot accomplished, so that was good. Just stuff that wasn't restful. So for respite, what I recommend is many times respite can be paid for. Robert is a client of the local regional center, and overnight respite visits are paid for. Anything less than overnight, then we pay for out of pocket. But so today we paid out of pocket, but if it's overnight, we get a certain number for a year, and it kind of depends on his hours that he's allotted through the state, and it adds up to maybe about 10 days a year, I think. I can't get quite a clear answer from the regional center about that, but that's what you should find out first and foremost, is if respite can be paid for. And secondly, don't feel guilty about taking respite. I did feel guilty about taking respite, and I thought, Robert's going to a day program. He's not home during the day. He's home only in the morning and night, and then over the weekend. Why would I need respite? Well, partly is when he's at his day program, I'm working, Richard's taking care of the house and the dogs, and then he is actually home with Robert when Robert gets dropped off in the afternoon after day program. So, we're still working. We're not really resting or taking a break from either work or taking care of Robert. And, I noticed when he was in the hospital this summer, there was a huge push for me. I just felt like I had just forgotten to take care of myself, and it was really, really important. And it was like this never-ending empty bucket that I just could not fill with enough care, self-care. And that's what I equate respite with, is self-care. So I recommend whatever you find restful, or anything that you like to do, whether it's reading or getting a pedicure or just taking a walk around the neighborhood where you just don't have to worry about anything. For instance, we can't leave Robert alone, so Richard and I couldn't go for a walk just ourselves. So during respite we could do that. So don't feel guilty. Try to find paid respite, and take as much as you can. It really is rejuvenating, and it can be very, very helpful. I notice that my patience level just plummets when I'm not engaging in self-care, and I really do. I don't like to be impatient. I find myself being impatient, and I don't like that about myself. I think I'm a patient person, so when I'm out of patience, that's a warning sign to me. So you have to pick up on your own cues as to when respite would be beneficial to you. So don't feel guilty. Find respite. Look for your signs of needing self-care, and also find a really good facility where you're comfortable leaving your loved one. And it took a while to. I really didn't have a lot of faith in care facilities just because of our experience with a couple that Robert had lived in. But I found a great one, and they're really terrific. There's these ladies spoil Robert rotten. He loves it there. It has to be beneficial to both people. So, the care facility has to be really good and on top of things and know how to take care of your loved one. And then your caree, in our case, Robert, needs to really like it too. So I hope this is helpful. If anything, I know I'm much better about telling people, do respite, take respite, than I am about taking it myself. But I plan to do better. We will have an overnight visit for Robert later in just a few weeks, actually. Richard and I have a evening event planned, so I thought the weekend Robert could go away for respite. And so that'll be rejuvenating and helpful, and I will not pack it full of errands. So anyway, good luck with your respite. Take care. Bye-bye.